What's up, ladies and gentlemen? That one Andrew here, and welcome to another podcast. Woo! Welcome to Around the Gaming Block podcast number 4 or 5. I should really write these down sometime soon. So, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today I am by myself once again. This is right after I actually got out of class early. So here we are. It felt like I haven't uploaded a video in a couple weeks. Hopefully that'll change. Today I'm going to talk about some Nintendo stuff, some PlayStation stuff. Don't really have a lot of Xbox stuff. Sorry for you Xbox fans out there. Talk maybe a little bit about the Vita. Astonishingly, I have no Persona news, so there won't be any Shin Megami Tensei Persona stuff today. I might have some SMT stuff though that I will talk about. Let's see, and then I'm just gonna talk about me and what's going on with my stuff right now. And I guess I'll start off with that. I'll start off what's going on, where are the videos, what's happening. So, if you're new to this channel, which if you are, hello, welcome. Thank you for checking me out. I used to make gameplay videos, I didn't upload well, if that makes sense. If you go back, like, I used to Let's Play Five Nights at Freddy's just because I was jumping on the bandwagon. Go Nippon, which I actually recorded another episode of that, but there were some technical issues, and that now is scrapped, and I might go back to it, I might not, I'm not sure yet. And Final Fantasy VII, which I may or may not continue to do. I'm not sure. Of the moment, I have halted all my Let's Plays. Oh, and also Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, which is actually the one I was interested in, wanted to do, but then I was running on an emulator and that broke and lost all my save data, so I'm hard pressed to go back and play the 6 hours or whatever, however long it was, quite a few hours, to get back to the point where I was. And well, I guess the first reason would be I've never been a big PC gamer. In a sense, I have Steam, I have a gaming computer. I mean, it plays most games. It can play games that come out today, so it's well enough. But I've always preferred console or handhelds over PC, usually. So, yeah, that has to do a lot with it. And maybe it's just the games that I'm playing, like Final Fantasy and Persona. I don't feel like those should be played on a PC. I don't like it on a PC. It'd be better if I played it on my PlayStation and recorded it that way. So, if you're looking for Go Nippon, I might finish. I don't know, that game's really bad, and I hate to just leave it out in the open like that. But I might finish that. Five Nights at Freddy's I won't do again. I just did that because everyone else was doing it. I felt like I should make a couple of videos. And it was fun because I had my cousin do that with me, and that was a good time. But don't expect any Let's Plays of sorts until 2016, I would say. Because I am finally going to buckle down and buy a recording device so I can record console gaming and all that, which will be better because those games I actually play and finish and complete and stuff, unlike PC games where half of them I just start them and never beat them because it is reasons I don't know, I can't play PC games for some reason or another. Not to say that they're bad, that's just me. I grew up, my first console was a GameCube and that's what I played forever. I didn't get a PC like dedicated. I had a laptop. I didn't get a real PC until about 3 years ago or 2 years ago, so it's kind of a new experience for me. But yeah, I am hoping to make some videos, some special videos, kind of like that Dora, good lord, Dora, that one video that I made. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Made a couple weeks ago, or actually it's probably a couple months ago now, but I'm hoping to have a Halloween one up. I don't know if I can make the cutoff. I'm really busy, but I do have a 3-day weekend coming up, so I should have some free time. Friday I will be able to really get a lot of work done, do a lot of voiceovers, and I'll have the script written by Thursday. hopefully. So expect that. Yeah, just a little fun game review, maybe, quotes and review, because I'm not here like IGN or any of them. I'm not here to review games. I'm just here to make content and have fun. But yeah, do that, and hopefully when I get that game being recorder device, maybe I can buy an Xbox One. Possibly. I'm not sure yet. Still really no games that appeal to me on Xbox. I want to try Halo 5. Halo 4, in my opinion, was a letdown. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was as good as Reach at all. But Halo 5 looks interesting, to say the least, but I'm going to play before I drop $400 to play one game. Because as of now, my PlayStation 4 is doing great. Anyways, let's, speaking of PlayStation, we were, if you remember, TGS, listen to that podcast, we were talking about PlayStation VR, which is awesome. And, it seems awesome. I haven't tried out any of the new VR headsets yet, like Oculus or PlayStation VR, but I have used VR headsets before. I don't know if you remember this, but I remember, Dave and Buster's, possibly. One of those arcade / diner places, they had like this yellow helmet that you would bring down, and it was like a flight simulator or something. I remember that. So VR, VR is something I've wanted for a very long time, especially after watching Sword Art Online. Excuse me, Sword Art Online. After watching that, I've really wanted VR, and PlayStation VR just looks so awesome. I'm hoping. I mean, even if it does, in a sense, fail. I mean, the PlayStation Vita failed in a sense, but it's still probably my favorite console of all time, which I know is a very bold statement, but I really, really like it. And it's got the unfair advantage that it has PlayStation 1 games and PlayStation portable games, and then it's got the Vita games, and then you can basically play any PS4 game on there. And it's just got massive, and it's a really good device. So PlayStation Vita, I mean, yeah, that was a failure, but hopefully PlayStation VR won't be, even with its high price tag. If they could get like Call of Duty to have VR support, or I know No Man's Sky, there's talks about that getting VR support possibly. Just the first person games, get those VR supported, and we could really have a good. What if there's like an update to Fallout 4? Because obviously Fallout 4 is going to come out first, but there's an update to it next year that's VR compatible. I mean, people would lose their minds over that, and that would be awesome and amazing. But it's just really expensive, and lots of people, unlike me, don't feel happy dropping $400 on an accessory. But, that's just the world we live in. And also we have Oculus Rift coming out next year, so that's really cool. Lots of new technology, new VR. The future is now, I guess. Hopefully they all work. They should be. I mean, I know the dev kits for Oculus have been out for years. So I'm really excited for that stuff. Alright, well, with me and my problems out of the way and letting you guys know about that, next we'll talk about Nintendo. So, Nintendo has been doing things lately, things with consoles, and reportedly they have sent out dev kits of the Nintendo NX, and according to them, it is going to be the most powerful system on the market. So this is awesome, first off, because whether Nintendo will admit it or not, they're going to release the new Zelda game on both consoles. Unless they pull like a Skyward Sword where they release it on the Wii U while the NX is out and then just have it there, which wouldn't make any sense at all since they delayed Zelda, which they delay almost every Zelda, but they delayed it pretty drastically and we haven't heard a thing about it after that one trailer last year at E3. So I'm expecting that, but what worries me is kind of like with the Vita and the PlayStation 4, kind of, they want to make a console, which this is actually what I thought the Wii U was at first. When I first heard of the Wii U, it sounded like you could have the tablet and sort of like put the game into the tablet, kind of, and like you could take the tablet anywhere away from the console and still play the game, and then when you get home it connects to the console and it plays onto the TV. It sounds like it's kind of something like that. Like it's two consoles in one. They got the handheld and they have the TV. And with the new 3DS just releasing, I'm wondering if they're gonna have a whole new controller and like a whole new handheld to do this, or they're gonna do the new 3DS like compatibility with it, which both would be weird if they do that. Because from what I know, the new 3DS has not sold much. I mean, it hasn't even been out a year, so how much could it really sell? But it hasn't been doing that great. I mean, honestly, I can't even find figures on it. Of course, it has a freaking stupid name, New 3DS, instead of just 3DS. That's Nintendo with their dumb names, trying to ride on the last console's success. But that was one of the problems with the Wii U. I mean, it's just god-awful names. But I'm just curious about that. But I think it's really good that it will be the strongest console out there, even though it's coming out years after its competitor. I was really worried that it was going to be underpowered to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, because it would have been crushed immediately and not stand a chance in this market. So that's really, really good that they did that. Okay, next on the list. I don't have a list here. I'm actually just trying to remember these things in my mind. I don't know why. I just really wanted to make a podcast. I'm like, oh, I might as well do it right now. I mean, heaven forbid this is going to be uploaded till tomorrow, so I couldn't spend an extra minute and write down all my topics, but that's me. Current game releases. I mean, we got Fallout 4 coming out. Battlefront. Just looks awesome. And in hype of Battlefront, I'm buying Battlefront 1 and 2. I used to own them, but who knows where those are now. That was so long ago. For the PS2, of course, not the Xbox. Even though the Xbox versions are good also. They're really expensive compared to the PlayStation ones. PlayStation you get about $20. Xbox, they cost like $40 each. So yeah, I've been playing a lot more Star Wars games as of recent. Just in excitement of Episode 7 in Star Wars Battlefront. Like, Rogue Squadron 3, I think is what it's called. The Rogue Squadron games, I've been playing a lot of those. Not awful games, not great games by any means. At least the third one. The flying parts are awesome. Like, that's what makes the game. But then they added that, like, arcadey, like, you have these ground moments where you're just running around and it doesn't feel right at all. And there's a part where you play as Luke and you're trying to do these platforms. It's just broken mess. But the game came out in 2003 or something. Still shouldn't be broken like that, but definitely they should have stuck with the Flight Simulator. It's no surprise that was their last game. But it did include the second game, Inside the Third. If you didn't know that, if you play co-op, that's the whole second game, which is nice. But yeah. So, Star Wars games, Star Wars stuff. Star Wars is around. It's awesome. Star Wars is always awesome. Go check out Star Wars if you haven't seen it. I know it shocks me to this day that I'll talk about Star Wars, and then there's always that one person like, oh, I've never seen that before. I'm like, wow, how could you not have seen it? In this culture, like, it's going to be one of the biggest movies. Episode 7. It's going to be massive. I guess speaking of games, I have recently been playing Destiny for the first time. I've owned this game for not a year. I think since May. Yeah, around May I bought Destiny, but I also bought quite a few other games with it. So I never got around to playing it. And then The Taken King just recently released. And I already had quite a few friends that play Destiny. They always talked about Destiny, like, oh, it's such a good game. It's awesome. You need to play Destiny. I'm like, I don't have the time to play Destiny. I can't play Destiny. It's like, fine, whatever. Don't play Destiny. And honestly, what was really holding me back was I don't have a good headset or mic. But I actually have a job now, a real job. And I'm getting paid well, not well, but I'm getting paid good for an 18-year-old that just graduated from high school, so I'm getting paid good enough. So I finally afforded a headset. I'm like, well, might as well play Destiny, and I cannot stop. This game is amazing. And honestly, after playing Destiny, it's got me back into Final Fantasy 14, just like the MMO atmosphere, even though it's not an MMO, which it's kind of not, but it kind of is. I mean, I get what they were saying. It's not an MMO by any means, but it kind of is an MMO. Um, but it's got me back into Final Fantasy 14, and now I want to buy the DLC for that, Heavensworth or whatever it was. But I know that you have to beat the whole game, or the whole main quest campaign or whatever to unlock that, to get to it. So I might as well not buy it now and just wait until I've actually gotten quite far into it, and then I'll buy it if I have the money, which I doubt I will. But yep. So yeah, I mean, lots of cool stuff going on in the video game world. Coming soon, like I said, we have a lot of game releases. Halo drops soon. It probably drops by the time this is uploaded. Assassin's Creed is coming out. The new Call of Duty is coming out. Fallout, Battlefront. Wii U fans, you have Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's coming out. Not sure there are other Wii U games coming out, but I can't think of them right now. And there's also some Vita games coming out. I think only a couple here, but I'm importing some that are coming out this year in Japan, so look forward to that. And then, like I said, about my whole video uploading thing, I'm taking a new turn. I don't want to abandon the gameplay videos at all, because I kind of like them. They're kind of like this, just me talking with gameplay. And I want to get this recorded one day, hopefully, because I'm getting an iPhone and a new one, and I'm hoping that the camera's good. It should be. They always brag about the camera. So if it's good enough, and I'm getting 64GB one, so there'll be plenty of memory, I'll just record myself using that, maybe, depending how good it is. And so it'd make this a slightly more entertaining than just watching a still image and hearing me talk. But I don't, I assume people put this on in the background if they listen to it, and just, they aren't just staring at one picture the whole time. They're doing something else while this is playing. At least that's how I listen to most podcasts. Like when I'm driving and stuff, that's when I listen to them. But yeah, we got a lot of things coming out soon, and a lot of gonna be very busy with all these games coming out and all this just it's a lot of games coming out soon. And I'm still excited for Battlefront. Like, I know it's by EA, so something is going to be right. And it's not as good as Battlefront 2 or 1. But if that AI mode... I saw an AI mode while playing the beta. By the way, the beta was awesome. And I'm hoping that's like instant action. Even if it's not Galactic Conquest, if they let me fight against AI, it's possibly my game of the year. Which is hard to say because freaking... Fallout 4 is coming out this year. Which I didn't even like, I'm ready to get hated. I didn't like Fallout 3 that much. And I think the reason for that was the green tint everywhere. It was just an ugly game. But Fallout 4, I like the gameplay though, and I like the story. It's just really hard to look at for me. I love colors. I love the pizzazz and pop of colors. But Fallout 4 looks like it has color. It's beautiful, and you can build towns and settlements and stuff. It's so cool, and I want it so bad. And I want that Pip-Boy. That's another reason I'm getting an iPhone, so I gotta have a phone that fits. And my other phone broke. Don't think I'm going out and spending $600 just for the Pip-Boy. My phone actually broke, and I'm in need of one. But that's one of the reasons I'm getting an iPhone 6s, because of that. And I found a cool Risei case that will fit it. So there you have it. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys, and expect a Halloween video. I'm really hoping for that. It should be golden good. It should be good and come out. I'm hoping really bad that it comes out. I'm actually gonna try for it. And just keep in touch. Share this, like this. Tell your friends about me. I keep saying tell your friends about me. I am Jeff Goldblum here. Yeah, I do try hard on a lot of my videos, and I want to upload more and do more things. And like I said about that gameplay stuff, the ones that are out now, I don't think I'm going to continue. But Persona 2 for sure. Maybe Final Fantasy 7 I'm going to come back to next year when I get that recording device and I can record console games. I just can't PC game because something wrong with me. Something wrong, because most people I talk to, they're like, yeah, I play games on the computer. Yeah, I love games on the computer. Me, I'm like, can't do it. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.